Well, I think we're ready to go. It's back day, the best day, my favorite day. Right into some pull-ups. 10 sets of 5 pull-ups. Let's go. All right. One set down, 9 to go. So, when I'm doing these pull-ups, first, I'm really trying to get my chest up. I'm really trying to extend my chest and get my chest up to the bar. I really need to touch it because I'm leaning back quite a bit. I think it gives a more complete back workout doing it that way, especially if you're just going to be doing pull-ups. So just kind of change the angle a little bit. I've been having a little bit of tweaky pain right here, kind of right underneath the armpit. It's not bad, and once I get the pump going, it feels pretty good. But I noticed if I lean back more, it helps mitigate that minor whatever's going on. It's a tendon issue, I think. So we'll see. Not enough to stop me, but you got to be careful. But leaning back like that, where I really try to bring the chest up to the bar rather than just put my chin over, which I can do that, you know. Pull-ups like that are fairly easy for me, at least for sets of 5, rather than like this, where you got to really try to pull your chest at the bar and really kind of try to squeeze your scapula and pull your shoulders back. A bit more difficult, but that's the progression of pull-ups as you get stronger. Once you can do them, you can get your chin over the bar. You get a little higher. Once you get up to like hitting your chest, then you got to lean back more and bring more upper back into the movement, which is your more full back. And that's just the process. You just keep refining things, keep refining your form, and that's how you keep getting stronger with bodyweight only workouts. So enough of that. Set number 5. I'm not sure what the pacing will be. I may have to slow down, take a little more rest in the later sets to make sure I can get 5 reps. I haven't done this kind of workout in a few months, so, but I think it'll go okay. It'll be challenging, but we'll be fine. Just that limited room you have in the truck. I mean, still get it done. It's not a problem. You'll still benefit. But it would be nice to have a bar where I could like actually jump up to and hang fully without hitting my bunk down here. That's what you get. I always say, do the best with what you got. I was been really thinking a lot about pull-ups because I know a lot of people can't do them. I think something like 85% of most adult men can't do one unassisted pull-up. That's pretty bad. That is a weak, unhealthy society. Because I personally think pull-ups are like foundational to health and strength. I really do. I think it is an absolute foundational exercise, that back strength and arm strength. Because most people who are even out of shape, they can pull off some kind of squat, some kind of push-up. Pull-ups are another beast. It's a whole other animal. It takes a long time to take someone from, not being able to do one pull-up to be able to do 1 or 2 or even 3 solid pull-ups. Much less doing, a bunch of pull-ups like I'm doing in this workout. And this isn't even that advanced. I've seen some guys that can pull off 50 pull-ups in 2 minutes. Granted, they don't have the range of motion that I'm using from what I've seen, but still, if you look at guys that can do stuff like that, like 50 pull-ups, even partial range where you just barely go over your chin. These guys are pretty freaking ripped. See some calisthenics guys on YouTube doing that whole 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups as fast as they can. They can bang that out in like 5 minutes or something. It'd probably take me about a half an hour. But I could probably do it. I don't know about 100 push-ups. I don't know if my shoulder would take that. But enough about that. Let's do round number 3. Keep it going. I'm going to do a little wider for the next couple sets. Through set 5. Move my veer our grip a little bit. Alright, now that's feeling good. That pain I had the first set or two is pretty much gone. Got the blood flow going in, so we're feeling pretty good now. So we are in just the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. It's just a parking area off the side of I-80, but I needed to make a stop real quick, get my workout done. I'm gonna open up the windows a little bit. I was just sitting down. I should get done then. Get some airflow. It's a little cold out, but not too bad. About 33, 34 degrees. But the sun's shining pretty good, so it's a little warm in the truck if I don't have any air going through. All right, the last set felt pretty strong, so I'm gonna reduce my rest break. All right, so I can feel my ideal technique is starting to break down a little bit. I'm kind of coming over my chin now instead of like really bringing my chest up to the bar. I can feel that. I'll still be able to do all the reps, but as you fatigue and as you tire, your ideal form starts to break down, and that's fine. That's it's its own kind of training to failure without endangering yourself. Like with weights, if you try to go to failure with weights, sometimes you get a little too heavy, more than your tendons and ligaments can take. This way, you know, you're pretty safe. Even if you got some minor tweaks and little whatever's going on, you'll be fine. Unless you really do way too much too soon. Yeah, if you gotta start training for pull-ups though, you just gotta start hanging. I'm not going to show the progressions now. I'll probably say that for another video. I need to do more of those, kind of show. I might specialize in that. You know, one of the reasons I do these is so I can refine my own approach. One is my own training journal, and also just show others how I work out, show others what real foundational fitness is all about. Just using body weight. Even if you got a demanding job like I do, like today is a 620 something mile day. You know, I start at 5 in the morning, I'll be ending at 5:30 at night, or in the afternoon. It's gonna be about a 12-13 hour day, because I started in Central Time, now I'm in Mountain Time. So I started at 5 a.m. Central Time, and I'll end at about 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's a total of 13-hour day. But that does include all my breaks. I stopped and got fuel. I did my grocery shopping. I'm stopping to do a workout. So about an hour and a half, 2 hours of that is, you know, taking breaks and taking care of business. But it's not bad. It was a nice drive across Nebraska and Wyoming today. I'll take it. Nice day. Looks like we're through most of the... Wyoming can be gnarly during the winter. And we're not out of it yet, but today is pretty nice. So I'm going to take it. Last time I came through Wyoming, it was a little rough. Alright, set number 5. Go a little wide here, and then we'll start going more narrow grip. So I can feel the fatigue, and I'm probably noticing more when I watch this back. So my first few sets, I was really able to extend my chest forward. Now I can feel myself kind of, you know, rounding my shoulders in. which does, it's a stronger position. But like I was saying before, that's how you do it. You're constantly working for better form, better range of motion. Maybe start doing it slower. Whatever you got to do. So I think if I could just teach people one thing, it would probably just be doing how to do pull-ups, because so many people can't do them, and it's going to take a long time. There's no way. If you're a full-grown adult and you've never done pull-ups, it's going to take you a while. You're probably looking at a good year to do that, and you'll need a well-rounded general strength training program. And just doing body weight is just fine. That's where you should start. Don't worry about weights too much. Don't worry about bands. Just get yourself a pull-up bar, maybe some rings, and just learn how to pull with your back properly. Pull with your scapula. Learn just moving your scapula back and forth, moving your shoulders. Just do stuff like that. Learn to move your body better. And then you just start hanging. Then you learn different kinds of hangs. Then you start doing the scapula pulls. Then you start doing body weight rows, which I'll show in another video down the line. I think I'll probably just make a whole course eventually about how to train the back, because the back is the most important. Back, legs, and everything else, chest, arms, shoulders, whatever, abs. You don't really need to train abs all that much. I hardly train abs at all, and I've got well-defined abdominals all the time. Even at like 20+% body fat, you can see my abs. Some padding on top of it, of course. I'm not super ripped. I'm afraid of lean. But if you're doing mostly bodyweight stuff like I'm doing, you don't really need to work your abs, because your abs are always involved. Even doing this, like I bring my legs a little more towards the front and then a really kind of light tuck position. My abs are engaged. Like I always say, and it's something I've really been thinking about lately, is that a strong abdominals are built in the foundation of a strong back. You gotta have a strong back first, then it's much easier to build strong abdominals. But if you build a strong back, you're gonna have strong abdominals. They go hand in hand. So, set number 6. Halfway through, gonna narrow the grip up a little bit. So I'll be working on that as I go along. I think that's going to be my number 1 project to share online on YouTube and wherever else. Because when you got over 85% of adult men can't do one assisted pull-up, we got to fix that. And that's a pretty big market. So maybe that'll be my niche. Besides, who better to teach than someone who's, doing this on the road, almost 50 years old. I'm a former professional flying trapeze artist. I was a catcher, so I used to talk about doing pull-ups, try doing pull-ups upside down from a swinging bar 30 to 40 feet up in the air. And then catch somebody hanging from your knees, throw them back, and then another inverted pull to get back on, if that even makes sense. And I also coach gymnastics, recreational gymnastics. I didn't coach competitive gymnastics. I didn't have that kind of experience. But if you can do recreational gymnastics, like levels 1 and 2, you're good. That's actually phenomenal for any adult of any athletic ability. With that kind of experience, I just gotta try to break things down for people, come up with some. I don't want to give people full-on training programs, because I think most people can just figure it out for themselves. Just learn the basics and experiment, keep learning, trying new things, but stick with the basics, and just work to get better at them. Push, pull, squat, lunge, stretch, mobility, and whatever else you want to do. Well, that's the basics of bodyweight strength. And once you got those down, you can start working on other things, other basic stuff. Anyways, this is that number 5 or 6? Yeah, this is set number 7. 4 more. Pretty sure. Okay, 3 more sets. We're gonna rock them out, and I'm feeling pretty good. That was set number 7. It didn't feel too bad, so we're gonna get through these last 3 sets with just enough rest to get them done. Maybe 30, 45 seconds. I'm not sure yet. All right, let's go ahead and do number 8. Alright, that was much more challenging. That was maybe 30 to 45 second rest. It's alright. So my last couple sets, I want to really struggle, so I'm not going to give myself a whole lot of rest. Just enough to just squeeze them out, but those last 2 or 3 reps of these last couple sets, probably just barely be getting my chin above the bar. And that's good. That's what we want. Just a little bit of form and technique breakdown. You know, failure through range of motion. That's how you get stronger. There's a crow saying hi. Set number 9. Woo! All right, we'll have to take a little longer before this very last set. Then a little bit of stretching. And that'll be that. Got about 2 more hours of driving to do. Once I'm done, do a little stretching, mobility, maybe practice a couple handstands. I'm trying to keep my total workout times each day to between 30 to 40 minutes, if that. I'm trying to get more done in a little less time, make things more efficient, but still make progress. It's all just a continual cycle of evolution. You learn, you experiment, you adapt, make adjustments, push yourself, challenge yourself. And of course, above all else, none of that's going to matter if you don't stay consistent. That's why if you're just starting out, just do 5 minutes a day of stretching. Like some of these truck drivers I see out here. Some of them are in such bad shape, that's all they should be doing. Just stay consistent with a little bit, like 5 to 10 minutes of stretching every day. After a couple months, once you get your body used to that, you want to do a little more. Another month or 2 goes by, you're going to want to do a little more. Pretty soon a year goes by and you're starting to become a whole different person. A big mistake people make is they try to go with this whole motivation BS, where they try to get motivated to do too much at once. So they go on a crazy diet, a crazy workout program, starting from 0. And they've been sedentary for decades. And they try to go on some program that even the professionals wouldn't be able to keep up with for more than 2 or 3 months. Anyways, last set. Let's bang them out. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Those are 5 sets of, 10 sets of 5 reps. Every single repetition was from a dead hang. Yeah, that's good. We'll take it. Finish up with some stretching. Stretch out the shoulders and biceps. Same stretch as I always do. I don't spend a lot of time at it, but just make sure to get a little stretch when you're done. I do more stretching when I'm done driving, which for me is the ideal time. I mean, sitting for, if I drive 600 something miles, that's 10 hours of sitting in the driver's seat. That's more sedentary than most office jobs. So, gotta make sure you get some movement and blood flow when you're done with that. It's also why I like to stop in the middle of my drive shift and do my main workout. Splits things up, gives me a break from driving. Gives you some good energy to finish things off, to finish the day. Get those endorphins going. It's the best part about working out every day. Strength training specifically is just endorphins. I have runners get them too, but I'm not a runner. But I know runners get that runner's high. So, that's it. That was a good one. Next time, people.